Did you know that some of the silver $1 coins in your pocket change could be worth a fortune? Today, we're diving into the top high-value Eisenhower silver $1 that could be worth millions of dollars. First up, the 1974 Eisenhower silver $1 is a part of the Eisenhower Dollar series, which was introduced by the U.S. Mint to honor the 34th President of the United States, Dwight D. Eisenhower. The Eisenhower Dollar was struck from 1971 to 1978, a series that came about during a period of transition in the U.S. currency system. The country was coming off the heels of the silver standard and moving into a new era with modern. The 1974 Eisenhower Dollar was one of the most notable coins from this series, largely because of its dual composition of 40 silver, which was part of a special series of coins meant for collectors. Though the coin's design remains somewhat overlooked by some, its connection to the late president and its unique composition makes it an attractive piece for collectors. In 1974, the U.S. Mint produced more than 45 million Eisenhower dollars in total, but only a portion of these coins was minted with silver. The silver copper-clad versions were produced in far greater numbers, while the 40 silver versions are considered more rare and valuable. For the 1974 Eisenhower silver dollar, the coin's mintage includes both proof and business strike versions. The business strike, which is what most collectors seek, has a lower mintage than the proof coins, making it a highly desirable option for numismatists. In very fine condition, a 1974 Eisenhower silver dollar with the D mint mark can fetch between $234,000 at auction, depending on the market trends and the coin's condition. This may seem low compared to other silver coins, but the fact that this is a 40 silver coin gives it inherent value, especially when you consider its historical significance. As demand for silver has risen in recent years, this coin's price has seen a steady increase, especially for collectors looking for a coin with historical value and a unique composition. The obverse of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar features a portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who served as the Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Force during World War II and later as President from 1953 to 1961. This portrait was designed by the artist Frank Gasparo. Eisenhower's portrait is flanked by the words Liberty and the year of mintage 1974. Above the portrait, the inscription "In God We Trust" is prominently displayed. On the reverse, the coin features an eagle landing on the moon, a design that symbolizes America's space exploration achievements, particularly the Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969. The eagle is positioned next to a moon with a branch clutched in its talons, and the words United States of America and A Pluribus Unum are etched along with the coin's denomination of $1. This reverse design is one of the most iconic features of the Eisenhower dollar, representing the optimism and technological advancements of the 1960s and 1970s. Collectors who focus on the 1974 Eisenhower silver dollar may seek out specific varieties or errors within the series, such as misstrikes or examples with unusual die patterns, while the 1974 Eisenhower dollar itself doesn't contain many notable errors. Some of the more valuable coins in this series have been discovered with minor flaws or variations in design that make them unique. Collector interest in the Eisenhower dollar has surged in recent years, primarily due to its historical importance and relatively low mintage for the silver versions. The 1974 Eisenhower silver dollar is an ideal choice for collectors who appreciate both history and the aesthetics of the coin's design. Coins with a D mint mark, particularly in very fine condition, are often sought after by enthusiasts who are looking to complete their Eisenhower dollar collection. Next up, the 1972 Eisenhower gold-plated dollar coin is a curious and unique example of U.S. coinage from the 1970s. It is not a regular U.S. mint-issued coin, but rather a privately issued gold-plated version of the standard Eisenhower dollar. In the early 1970s, many private companies began offering gold-plated versions of popular coins as collectible items. These were often sold as commemorative pieces or as novelty items that capitalized on the public's fascination with gold during. Although the U.S. Mint never officially issued gold-plated coins, several private companies plated Eisenhower dollars with gold and sold them to collectors. These gold-plated coins are often marketed as special editions, though their actual value is primarily in the novelty factor rather than the precious metal content, as they are not made from pure gold. The gold-plated Eisenhower dollars, especially from the 1972 year, are somewhat rare as they were not part of the U.S. Mint's official production process. These coins were often produced in very small numbers by private companies, making them harder to find today. Because they were not official mint issues, their market value fluctuates based on collector interest and the condition of the coin. A 1972 gold-plated Eisenhower dollar, especially one in a dirty condition, typically sells for a lower price than those in excellent condition. Even though it might be tarnished, collectors are still drawn to these coins for their historical context and as a part of the Eisenhower dollar series. The gold plating, while not adding intrinsic value, gives it a unique appeal. In today's market, a dirty condition 1972 gold-plated Eisenhower dollar can fetch between $30,000 at auction, depending on the demand and the specific characteristics of the coin. The 1972 gold-plated Eisenhower dollar retains the same design as the standard issue coin. The obverse features the portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, surrounded by the inscriptions "Liberty in God, We Trust" and the year of mintage 1972. The reverse features the eagle landing on the moon with the inscription "United States of America, a pluribus unum," and $1. The gold plating on these coins is applied over the standard copper-nickel composition, giving them a distinctive yellow-golden hue. Over time, the gold plating can become worn or tarnished, particularly in coins that have been handled frequently, leading to the dirty condition that can be found in some examples. Although the 1972 gold-plated Eisenhower dollars were produced by private companies, they still carry some collector interest due to their limited mintage and the novelty of the gold plating. However, errors and variations in the gold plating process are not particularly common, so collectors who specialize in these types of coins will often look for coins that are in better condition. The primary collector interest in these coins revolves around their association with the broader Eisenhower dollar series, and their popularity has been enhanced by their distinct gold color and association with the collectible coins of the 1970s. Next up, the 1978 Eisenhower silver dollars, part of a series that was issued by the United States Mint between 1971 and 1978, commemorating the life and legacy of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States. This coin, also known as the Ike dollar, was created to honor Eisenhower's accomplishments, particularly his leadership during World War II and his presidency. In 1971, Congress authorized the creation of a new $1 coin, marking the first dollar coin issued by the U.S. Mint since the peace dollar in 1935. The Eisenhower dollar was notable for its large size, measuring 38.1 mm in diameter and weighing 22.68 grams. This coin was designed by Chief Engraver Frank Gasparo, who also designed the reverse of the coin, featuring an eagle landing on the moon, a reference to the Apollo 11 mission, which had successfully landed astronauts on the moon in 1969. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of President Eisenhower, designed by Gasparo after a photograph taken in 1960. The 1978 issue is particularly significant because it marked the final year of the Eisenhower Dollars series. As the U.S. Mint transitioned to the smaller and more economical Susan B. Anthony dollar, the 1978 Eisenhower dollar became one of the last of its kind, making it a highly desirable coin among collectors. The 1978 Eisenhower silver dollar features a few distinct elements that set it apart from other coins in its series. The obverse displays a left-facing profile of Dwight D. Eisenhower, framed by the inscriptions "Liberty and in God We Trust," as well as the year 1978. The portrait is simple yet dignified, emphasizing the president's resolute character. The designer's initials, F.G. Frank Gasparo, are located just below Eisenhower's neck. The reverse of the coin showcases an eagle in flight, clutching an olive branch, with the Earth in the background. This design is a nod to the success of the Apollo 11 mission and the space race, making it one of the most iconic depictions in U.S. coinage. The reverse also bears the inscriptions "United States of America," a pluribus unum. It's important to note that the 1978 coin was struck in both silver for proof and uncirculated versions and copper nickel clad. The silver versions of the coin, in particular, have become highly collectible as they contain 0.7734 ounces of pure silver. The mintage numbers for the 1978 Eisenhower silver dollar are significant, but the market value fluctuates based on factors like condition, mint mark, and era coins. The 1978 coin was produced in both Philadelphia and Denver mints. Coins from the Philadelphia mint without a mint mark are especially popular due to their rarity compared to the Denver minted coins, which bear the D mint mark. In extra fine condition, the 1978 Eisenhower silver dollar without a mint mark can command a considerable premium. While the standard version of the coin might fetch around $83,000, well-preserved examples can sell for much higher amounts, particularly when the coin is in extra fine or higher grades. On the auction market, certain examples have been known to reach prices between $100,000 depending on the demand from collectors. The 1978 Eisenhower silver dollar's status as the final issue in the series adds to its allure, making it one of the most valuable coins in the Ike dollar collection. Its silver content, coupled with its historic significance, makes it a highly desirable piece for both collectors and investors alike. As with many collectible coins, the 1978 Eisenhower Dollars series features a number of errors that have increased its desirability in the collector's market. One of the most sought-after varieties is the 1978 large date versus small date variety. The large date coins are rarer and more valuable, especially in high-grade condition. Collectors seek out these varieties to complete their sets, making these coins even more valuable at auction. Another aspect that adds value is the overall interest in the Eisenhower Dollar series. Because of its large size and unique design, the Eisenhower Dollar has always been a popular coin among collectors. The fact that the 1978 coin is the final year of the series, combined with the era varieties, only increases its appeal. The 1978 Eisenhower silver dollar is often included in specialized collections, such as silver dollar or presidential coin collections, where it is valued not just for its silver content, but also for its place in American history. Next up, the Eisenhower bicentennial dollar, struck in 1976, was issued to commemorate the United States' 200th anniversary of independence. The design of the coin features a dual date, 1776 and 1976, representing the year of American independence and the bicentennial celebration. The coin was issued in both copper-nickel clad and 40 silver versions, with the silver version being especially popular among collectors. The 1976 bicentennial dollar, like its predecessors, features a design that was conceived by Frank Gasparo. The obverse shows a Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon. On the reverse, there is an eagle in flight. This design was meant to evoke both the American Revolution and the nation's recent achievements in space exploration, symbolizing both liberty and progress. The bicentennial design is one of the most distinctive in the Eisenhower Dollar series. The obverse features a rendition of the Liberty Bell with the crack in the bell subtly depicted. It is a patriotic symbol, and the design is meant to represent the United States spirit of independence. The dual dates 1776-1976 are prominently displayed, symbolizing the bicentennial year. The reverse features the eagle in flight, clutching an olive branch. It is meant to convey a sense of freedom and peace, a theme that was central to the American bicentennial celebrations. This reverse design, like the one on earlier Eisenhower dollars, is a tribute to the nation's accomplishments, particularly the Apollo 11 moon landing. The 1976 Eisenhower bicentennial dollar was struck in vast quantities, making it one of the more common coins in the Eisenhower dollar series. However, certain era types have become highly prized among collectors, particularly the filled E variety, where the E in Liberty is filled in due to a die error. This error occurs when a minting die becomes clogged with debris, leading to a noticeable flaw in the design. The filled E error coin, combined with the cracked bell feature, is extremely rare. Coins in good condition with this error can command premium prices in the market, often selling for between $367,000 depending on demand. The unique combination of historical significance, minting era, and the bicentennial theme makes this coin a favorite among collectors. Collector interest in the bicentennial dollar is heightened by its dual-date design and the various era varieties. The filled E and cracked bell varieties are particularly rare and add to the coin's allure because of the historical importance of the bicentennial celebration and the notable design features. The 1976 Eisenhower dollar is a cornerstone of many coin collections. Next up, the Morgan silver dollar. First issued in 1878 and minted until 1904, the Morgan dollar is one of the most beloved and recognized coins in the history of the United States. However, today, we're specifically focusing on the 1887 Morgan silver dollar with an S mint mark, found in fine condition. Let's break down why this coin commands such a hefty price tag in today's auction market. The Morgan dollar was designed by George T. Morgan, an English-born engraver who was employed by the United States Mint. His design featured Lady Liberty on the obverse, a strong and proud image surrounded by stars, and the word liberty on the reverse. A majestic eagle clutches arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing the strength and peace of the nation. Morgan's design won the hearts of collectors and quickly became one of the most iconic symbols of American coinage. By 1887, the Morgan dollar had already been in circulation for nearly a decade, and the US Mint was cranking out these coins in large quantities. But that doesn't mean they're all worth the same. As with most coinage, certain years and mint marks are rarer than others, and that's where the 1887 Morgan dollar comes into play. The obverse of the 1887 Morgan dollar is typical of the series, with a detailed portrait of Lady Liberty wearing a Phrygian cap, inscribed with a pluribus unum, the nation's motto. The reverse features a bold eagle surrounded by a wreath with United States of America's and $1 inscribed above and below. But it's the SES mint mark on the reverse, located under the wreath, that differentiates this particular coin from others minted in the same year. In 1887, a total of 11,183,000 Morgan dollars was struck, which might seem like a large number, but it's important to understand that not all of these coins have survived in good condition. In fact, very few were preserved in higher grades, which makes the 1887 Morgan dollar a rarity among collectors today. Minted in San Francisco, the 1887's Morgan dollar is considered a semi-key date in the series. While not as scarce as some of the more famous key dates, such as the 1893 or 1901, the 1887 is still highly sought after, especially in fine condition. Depending on its grade and overall market conditions, this coin can fetch prices ranging from $500,000 in today's auction market. But pristine specimens, or those with significant eye appeal, can command even higher prices, especially if they are graded as extremely fine or bad. Collectors are drawn to the 1887 because it's relatively scarce in high grades, and the coin's rich history only adds to its appeal. The Morgan dollar is one of the most iconic and collected coins in American numismatics, and the 1887 stands as a prime example. While the 1887 Morgan dollar doesn't have any notable mint errors, its market value is driven largely by its quality, rarity, and the general demand for Morgan dollars. As a series, Morgan dollars have been heavily hoarded, making them more difficult to find in well-preserved condition. Coins that are free from noticeable wear, scratches, or discoloration tend to see higher bids for error enthusiasts. Any coin that is not up to the mint standards, whether it's a doubled die, misaligned die, or struck through an object, can be worth significantly more, though such errors are rare in this particular coin. Collectors also have an ongoing fascination with the history and symbolism of the Morgan dollar. The imagery of Lady Liberty and the eagle evoke a sense of national pride, which further drives interest in these coins. As a result, the 1887 Morgan silver dollar is not only a valuable investment, but also a cherished piece of American history. Thanks for joining us. Happy collecting!